Good morning from Corseside Nursery. I'm coming to you today to talk about succulent soil. So this is a really common question that we get asked about, and you can buy purposely mixed succulent soil, but it is really simple to make your own. So I thought I'd just do a little video to show you how you might be able to do that. So to start with, obviously we're going to need some soil. Now, you don't really need to worry too much about getting any kind of specialist soil. Any kind of general all-purpose compost, preferably peat-free, is going to be absolutely fine. So this, I've just put in three parts of soil. The next thing we need to do is add something to the soil that's going to help with drainage. So drainage is probably the most important thing when it comes to succulent soil, because they don't like to sit in soggy soil for too long. There's loads of different things that you can add to it, and it really it's a bit of a trial and error. See what works for you and what you can get a hold of easiest. You can use things like perlite, just sort of grit. Often at the nursery with our kind of stock plants, we use sand. We find that a really affordable and really great way, especially in the smaller pots, to get that mix in there. But I'm going to show you a product that we recently started stocking in our shop, which is from a company called Shell on Earth, and it's crushed shell. So this is a really beautiful product, and we've decided to stock what they've called the super crushed version. So this is a lot finer than some of the other versions that they sell, and we find this really great for smaller pots. So any pots that are kind of like this size for getting young succulents off the ground, this kind of size pot is really good for that. And for this size pot, we're really only going to add one part of that into the soil. Just tip that in, and I'm just going to give it a good old mix up here. And the beautiful thing about crushed shell, which we also find with the sand, is that it's absorbent. So it actually draws the water away from the soil and the roots into the product. And then it sort of, it will release it again when it's needed. But it's really important to let your succulents dry out completely before you water them again. But when you do water them, they like a good old soaking. And that is literally it in terms of succulent soil. There are companies out there who add all kinds of different things, but we grow and sell a lot of succulents at our nursery, and we don't find that they need anything other than soil and a little bit of mix in there just to help with drainage. And we find that works really well for us. It's not to say other things might not work better, but we've never found a need to explore other options. So it really is that simple. And for plants that are larger, plants you've got in larger pots, we would advise that you do add more drainage than 3 parts soil, 1 part drainage. Something that we find really great is to add a layer in the bottom. If you've got particularly large pots, you can just add a big layer of something in the bottom, whether it's broken up old polystyrene, it could be big bricks, it could be broken pots, anything that, because succulents don't really need to be in deep soil. So if you've got a deep large pot, the bottom half of it could literally just be something other than soil, and what that will do is it will aid the water to escape and not kind of collect there and turn boggy and rot the plants essentially. So there we have it, super simple. And if you did want to try the Shell on Earth product for your succulent mix, we've got it on our shop now, and yeah, I've just been playing about with it today and just love it. It goes really far in terms of succulent mix and top dressing, and it's a wonderful local company to us, which just really feeds into our business ethos, which we love. So yeah, have a little look, see what you think. It's super postable.